Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on a brand new cage from Midwest Dirt Fiend. So he sent me this cage and we're going to be the first ones to test it out, go through his instructions and see if there's any issues welding it up to the Pro XP. So first couple things, obviously we got the cage all wrapped up from shipping. We've got Pro XP and we've got the instructions and my buddy Devin.
Howdy.
So he's got 3 different versions of this cage. This is going to be the Pro XP Rowdy kit. I'll put the other cages up on the screen here so you guys can see, but I went for the Rowdy kit. This is going to be the most complete kit that you can get, so you can customize it. There's different bars that you can and can't put in. And what's sweet about this cage is you're able to run the stock windshield and roof. So I've got the stock Polaris plastic roof and a glass windshield. And it sucks because between the glass windshield and that roof, you're probably looking at $1,000. And then if you get an aftermarket cage, you got to get new windshields and roofs because most aftermarket cages don't work with those accessories. You have to get a windshield and roof through them. Well, MDF wanted to do something different and allow you to basically do what I did and upgrade your machine as you go. And if you get windshields and whatnot, and then later on you want to get a cage, you can get one of his and still utilize those factory accessories. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be showing you how these all mount up to the aftermarket cage and what all goes into that. A few basic things. So he's got really good detailed instructions. There's about 10 pages worth, but a lot of them are pictures as well. And he gives you a nice cage map. So this is going to be useful as we're going through and getting all these tubes tacked up. And the first step is going to be prepping your RZR for the kit. So basically we're going to have to go through and pull off the fenders. We're going to have to pull off all the accessories because they have cables running through the tubes. So all of that has to come off. Mirrors are going to have to come off. And we'll probably go ahead and take out the firewall, the bed, and go from there. So we're going to go ahead and start getting this thing torn down, and then we'll show you the first steps of how to weld this cage. So just like that, we got pretty much all the back taken apart. Got a couple more little things to pull off. This can actually stay on there for now, but we will probably end up taking that off. Same thing on the other side, got everything taken off. And now we basically just have to start pulling accessories off and we'll be able to pull that cage off, no problem. Alrighty, the cage is off. New cage is unwrapped. And we've got a convertible, baby. So the first step of what we're going to do now is we're going to take a wire brush and clean up some of the edges here, mainly just where we're going to weld, just so we have a lot better of a contact on here. And then the first step is going to be to take these 2 biggest pieces. We'll get the cage bungs, bolt them on, and then those pieces will get put on here, and then we will start tacking up and go from there. But we're going to go ahead and get these cleaned up, and then we'll start tacking it on there. So what I was saying is you want to take a wire wheel and you're going to want to grind down where you're going to weld. It's just going to give you a lot cleaner of a path. Alright, so your first step after you get these kind of cleaned up, you're going to get your bungs that are provided in your kit. You're going to bolt that one in. You'll slide these bungs in through this tube, get that bolted down, and then the main hoops, which is 1D is your driver's side, 1P is your passenger side. You're going to set those up on there, and then we're going to go ahead and next step would be to get your rear roof bar. We're going to put that in. You'll put your front roof bar in, and then you're going to ratchet strap that together, and then we'll kind of center it all up, and then we'll just go around and start getting some little tack welds on all this and start getting it locked in. All right, now that we got the two main hoops in, we've got those in, we've got the mounts back here on the B-pillar in, we've also got the rear and front roof tabs, or the roof bars. Now that we've got it all kind of strapped up, the next step is going to be to square the front and back. And the best way to do that is going to be to take a tape measure, and you're going to measure from this point up here, diagonal down to this point, and then vice versa, you're going to measure from here down to that point. So once you get that squared up, then you can go ahead and start tacking this up. You're going to want to start just on all these little points, get a couple tacks here, up on the front, and then down here on this bung, and you'll do the same thing on the other side. And then from there, you'll basically just start following the instructions, and we'll start putting in all the other little braces and all those pieces. So that's about it for now. We're gonna go ahead and get all these pieces lined up and start getting it tacked up. That's gonna be a wrap for day one of the cage install from Midwest Dirt Fiend. We got a lot done. So we basically got all of the tubes tacked up. Everything just has a single weld on it all the way around. This cage looks sick. It's kind of hard to see some of the lines because you don't have the fenders back here, but overall, the install has been amazing so far. He's gone through, and everywhere where you have a tube connection, he's got it laser etched in, so you know right where that tube has to go, and every time that we've put a tube up in place, it fits perfect every single time. It's amazing. It's very satisfying. It's kind of like putting a big old Lego set together, and it's been sweet so far. The windshield, like I said before, fits perfectly. We'll have to weld on the tabs up at the top, but other than that, it's an amazing fit. The roof, the stock Polaris one, this one, it will not work with the cage because it's got this middle clamp and it's got the bars right there. Plus that back bar is 1.75 inches, whereas that's meant for 2 inches. But if you're getting an aftermarket cage, you might as well get an aluminum roof because it just looks so much better. So we'll have an aluminum roof on there. It'll just follow the lines a lot better. But what I really like about this cage is the back. How it all, this bar right here, the triangulation and how he designed this cage looks sweet. It's very, very sturdy, and we don't even have the welds really even started. I mean, we've just gone through and just put little tacks here and there. So it's all on there. The roof, so you'll have the bar that goes down the middle, and then he's got all of these little triangulation pieces on all 4 corners. So this cage is gonna hold up to some abuse. Give you a little walk around of it. But it looks pretty sweet. Super pumped to finish getting this thing welded up tomorrow. And then we're gonna start getting all of the accessories figured out. So I had the light bar that ran up top. We're gonna be doing something a little bit different with that. And then we're gonna be doing a little bit more wiring. So currently I'm almost out of my toggle switches. So we're gonna be putting another switch panel in there and just getting it all cleaned up, and it's gonna look great with this cage. So if you have any experience with welding, you're not gonna have a problem with this kit. It's perfect. Like, there's nothing, the instructions are amazing, the fit and finish is perfect. There's no guesswork. It's literally put A to A and weld. Like, it's that simple. So Brody at Midwest Dirt Fiend, you guys are gonna hit him up because this is the cage you want if you're gonna want a project, or he can even weld it himself and send it to you guys, but it's gonna be more expensive because of shipping. So we opted with this version, and it's kind of cool to see the whole process of what it takes to weld one of these cages, and it really makes you think about some of those fabrication guys and the amount of work they have to put into it. We're probably 6 hours in and we don't even have it welded completely yet. So we probably have another 10 hours of welding alone, and then we're gonna get it painted up. But thank you guys for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button and stay tuned, because we're gonna be hitting up day 2 and we're gonna get this thing finished welded. We're back for day 2 of the Midwest Dirt Fiend cage install. Like I showed you guys yesterday, we've got all of it tacked up, pretty much ready to go. We're gonna get ready to start doing some finish welding. I guess I shouldn't say I am, my buddy Devin is, but we're gonna be getting all that stuff done, and while he's welding, I'm gonna be working on wiring some new accessories. They're not really new to me. It's stuff that was on the old cage, but we're gonna switch it up a little bit and make it a little bit cleaner. I kind of just ran wires wherever I could on the old install, so we're gonna switch it up, make it a lot nicer on this one. We're gonna put some new dome lights in it and some other little gadgets I'll show you guys in a later video. But we're gonna go ahead and get this all finish welded. And again, I just wanna say a huge thanks to Brody at Midwest Dirt Fiend. You guys need to check him out. He is such a hard worker, and he's just now starting to get into the side-by-side market. He's got other things planned. He's already got a set of sweet rock sliders ready to go. He's gonna do some bumpers, and I'm not gonna tell you guys too much. He's got a lot of big plans, and I'm excited to be running his cage. So seriously, go check him out. I'm gonna put his link down in the description below. And you're even gonna be able to use a discount code, Schmitty's Off-Road, and you guys are gonna get a little bit of a discount when you check out. So remember that when you go pick up yourself a cage or some of his other sweet products. But real quick, I wanted to show you guys some of the brackets that he gives you. So these are the roof tabs, and this is what allows you to run factory roofs. So you'll basically take these, it'll weld perfectly into place, and they're slotted. So you're gonna have a lot of adjustability with your roof. So you'll put one there, one will go up in the front. Same thing back here, you'll put one in the back, one up here. And then that'll let you run your factory roof. He also gives you this, which is your mirror plate. So I've got the Polaris mirror currently. And if you have the same one, you know there's a bracket that then bolts to the stock cage. Well, this little piece is gonna eliminate that, and you'll just bolt this directly onto here like that. And then this piece will then get welded up here on your intrusion bars. So it's a super clean install for your mirrors. Then he gives you some miscellaneous tabs. So this can be used for securing your windshield. And then he's got 2 of these. These are for any kind of whips you might be running. So you can put them wherever you want. We'll figure that out when we get done welding, but figure out where we're gonna put those. But again, that's pretty much it. We're just gonna finish weld and get the final details done on this cage. It's pretty much taking shape. We'll get all the panels put on, but that's about it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Check out the link in the description below if you want to get one of these cages. I highly recommend it because he's put a lot of work into the R&D, and it's super easy to do this. It takes some time, but it's also sweet to be able to give back and support a new guy in the industry, because that's what's going to make this industry last longer and longer. So thank you guys for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.